Have you ever pondered why a dollar today might not buy the same amount of goods and services it could a decade ago? This is the profound question we're going to unpack in today's discussion, diving into the fascinating yet often perplexing world of inflation. Inflation, in its simplest form, is the rate at which the general level of prices for goods and services is rising. Over time, as the cost of goods and services increase, each unit of currency buys fewer goods and services. This erosion of the purchasing power of money is what we call inflation. So why does this matter? Well, imagine a world where you could predict exactly how much money you'd need in 20, 30, 40 years. Sounds perfect, right? Unfortunately, inflation makes this a near impossibility. As prices rise, your savings may not stretch as far as you'd like. Now, you might be wondering, where do these inflation rates come from? They're calculated by looking at the price increase of a basket of goods and services over time. This basket includes everything from a loaf of bread to a haircut, and even your Netflix subscription. When the price of these goods and services increases, it's not just your wallet that feels the pinch. The economy as a whole also feels the impact. Higher prices mean consumers can buy fewer goods and services, potentially leading to a decrease in overall consumption. This can trigger a slowdown in economic growth, or even a recession. Moreover, inflation can lead to increased production costs for businesses. As businesses face higher costs for raw materials and wages, they may choose to pass these costs on to consumers in the form of higher prices, further fueling inflation. But it's not all doom and gloom. Moderate inflation is actually a sign of a healthy economy. It's an indication that the economy is growing. If inflation is too low or even negative, it can lead to a deflationary spiral, where people delay spending in anticipation of lower prices, which can lead to decreased economic activity. However, when inflation gets too high, it can create uncertainty in the economy. This uncertainty can lead to less investment, less spending, and ultimately slower economic growth. In a nutshell, inflation is a double-edged sword. It's a necessary part of a growing economy, but too much of it can lead to economic instability. So, it's the job of central banks to try and keep inflation in check, striking a balance between too much and too little. To sum up, inflation is a complex economic concept that affects every aspect of our lives, from the cost of our morning coffee to the size of our savings. It's a crucial component of economic policy and understanding. It can help us make more informed decisions about our finances. Remember, a dollar today might not buy you what it could a decade ago, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's simply a reflection of the ever-changing and dynamic nature of our economy. And with that, we wrap up our deep dive into the world of inflation. Until our next economic expedition, keep questioning, keep learning, and most importantly, keep adapting.